Welcome to Motorfield, the ultimate destination for automotive enthusiasts. Get ready to experience the exhilaration of the all-new Honda CL500. From its stunning aesthetics to its raw power, this bike is a true masterpiece on the road. And when it comes to handling, the Honda CL500 sets a new standard. Whether you're cruising through city streets or conquering challenging off-road paths, this bike's full suspension system ensures a smooth and controlled ride every time. Join us as we embark on an adventure with the Honda CL500, pushing boundaries and embracing the thrill of the ride. Subscribe to Motorfield now for all the latest updates, reviews, and insights on the Honda CL500 and other incredible motorcycles. Don't miss out on the excitement. Hit that subscribe button and let's rev up the passion together. New Honda CL500 handling full review and suspension vertical bar 2023. The 500's handling dynamics are also light and agile without being intimidatingly sharp, similar to the CL's quirky yet delightfully mild power plant. The Honda CL500 can be turned on a pinhead, as evidenced by a morning rush through Seville's traffic congestion. Its wide, high bars, 19-inch front wheel, ample steering lock, lack of heft, 192 kg wet, and Honda's characteristic mass centralization all contribute to the CL500's incredible maneuverability. The CL is also physically tiny. The knees feel as though they are touching the underside of the tank. As a result, it can fit through even the smallest spaces between cars. The steel tube frame of the CL is the same as that of the CMX 500 Rebel. However, a separate subframe supports a flatter, taller seat, raising the seat height to 790 mm, which is 100 mm more than that of the Cruiser and 5 mm higher than that of the CB 500F. But it doesn't feel particularly tall or thick. It feels well proportioned. In fact, the CL manages to be manageable, which it very much is, while never seeming like a gift from a Christmas cracker. Like its siblings, the Thai-built CL is a reliable motorcycle. Some shortcuts are visible in the suspension. Showa 41 mm RWU forks and twin Showa rear shocks appear to be a good combination on paper, but only the shocks have preload adjustment, the kind you can increase by grasping the spring with your hand and twisting. This never indicates stiff springing. And both the front and rear ends are extremely soft. As a result, the damping struggles to control these elements, especially over dips and yumps in the road, which can almost completely bottom the back end out. The ride quality, though, is good. But the Honda's Showas are, for me, the right side of budget, the soft side. It means they might not always control chassis movement, but they always stick the wheels to the road when it matters. I like this. A bit of movement is fine, and it's infinitely preferable to some other brand's budget suspension, which is just over-damped and consequently harsh and chattery, with mediocre ride quality and the feeling they're skipping over bumps rather than following them. And it's worth noting this is all under fairly extreme riding conditions. The sort of thing you'll notice when you carry a bit of speed and rider weight, while changing direction. Everyone rides differently, but there's a good chance the CL's target demographic might never experience it. Point being, I guess, if they do, the CL absolutely will not bite back. Worst it'll do is flop over and ask for its tummy to be tickled. Brakes are perfectly good, despite the low spec. Single 310 mm disc gripped by a two-pot sliding caliper, with ABS and Honda's fairly annoying emergency brake system that activates the hazard warning flashers under hard braking. There's a fair chance it distracts the rider as much as alerts anyone behind. With its scrambler styling, 19 in front, and Dunlop Trail Max mixed tour tires, there's always the temptation to take the CL off-road. And on the launch outside and inside Seville, we had the chance to ride the CL down a bone-dry dirt track. It managed the job perfectly well, clattering over a few potholes, but otherwise it's so light it's hard to go wrong. But with only 30 mm higher ground clearance than a CMX 500 Rebel, this hardly qualifies as an exhaustive off-road test, and I wouldn't be taking the CL anytime soon near a green route with raised ruts. It's not actually a trail bike, it's just a scrambler.